In today's video, we're going to be making one of my favorite meals. It's eggplant parmesan. We're going to be using this Italian style eggplant, which is a little bit smaller than the normal size. Also, we're going to be baking it all in the power air fryer oven. So stay tuned. We're just going to cut this into maybe about a 1/2 inch piece. So we're going to take the tops off. Now we've already washed these. So it's pretty clean. We'll go about 1/2 inch, maybe a quarter to a 1/2 inch piece. Okay, we're probably going to get maybe 7 or 8 of them out of here. I'm going to make single serving eggplant parmesan. So as you can see, it's very meaty, very few seeds in this. It's really not much to it. So what we're going to do now, put these aside, we're going to use some egg wash here and some Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. We're just going to dip one into the other, and then we're going to use it. We're just going to use the air fryer rack. I'm going to use this tray here just to kind of hold it so it doesn't, all the breadcrumbs don't go all over the place for now. Just going to move some of this stuff over. Okay, so all you want to do is a quick dip into the egg. Okay, and then right into the breadcrumbs. And you want to make sure you do a good coating on these. Okay. And you can add a little extra salt and pepper to your eggplant before you cook it. So just tap it out and right on the rack. So same thing here. You want to make sure, again, you coat them completely. The better the coating, the crispier they'll come out. And I like to use just the one hand, so the one hand stays clean in case maybe the phone rings, somebody's at the door, or you have to grab a utensil or something. So you want a clean hand. Okay, you're just doing a light dredging on this, nothing too fancy. I like to catch the sides. Okay, get the sides. I put it right on the air fryer rack. Okay. Now these particular eggplants, they're called Italian eggplant. They tend to be a little bit smaller. The good thing about that is that they have fewer seeds and less water content, so they don't just melt away on you. Okay. And then this one. And what I'm going to make here is just a simple, one serving style eggplant parmesan, just a single serving. I'm going to make it almost like it's like a burger style. I'm going to stack it with some ricotta cheese and some parmesan, mozzarella mix. And then we do the last one here. You don't need a whole lot of breadcrumbs here. You can use any kind of breadcrumbs. I've used panko in the past, or a combination. If you want to add a little extra salt and pepper to it, you can. Just know that when you add the salt to it, it will draw the water out. It'll tend to make it mush on you. Okay, so we have that here. So when we come back, I'm going to put those in the power air fry oven. Let them bake for about 5 to 7 minutes until they get crispy on both sides. And I'll take them out and I'll show you how to assemble them. Okay, I'm just going to put them in the center rack here. Slide that in. Okay, I'm using the tray at the bottom to catch any flying breadcrumbs. Okay, I'm going to close the door, hit the bake. And what I'm going to use is just the normal 370. And we're going to move that down to about 7 minutes, and we'll check it and make sure that it's cooked. We'll come back at that point. Okay, so while we're waiting for our eggplant to cook, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep the pan here. All I'm going to do is use the little mister here, the oil mister. Okay, we're going to just make sure we coat the bottom here because we don't want any of the cheese to stick to it. And I'll leave a link for this mister down at the bottom of the page in the description section if you guys are interested. So once that's set, we're going to take our slices of mozzarella cheese. These are pre-sliced. I bought them at the local grocery store. And what I'm going to do is I sized it up earlier to see what size these are going to be. And I'm going to use just a regular glass here. I'm going to cut circles. Only best for presentation, nothing more than just a presentation here. Figure if it looks good, we're going to eat it, it's going to feel better. So just put it on top, give it a little press, and it comes right out. Okay. Again, press it down. Okay, and this will be the last one here. You can take these and just use them within that, or put them on some pasta, put them on some bread, and have some melted cheese, mozzarella sandwiches. But I love mozzarella. Mozzarella is one of my favorite cheeses. I also have some ricotta cheese, just some regular ricotta cheese. We're gonna add a layer on top of that, and some homemade marinara sauce, just some regular tomato sauce. We're going to coat the top with it. And we want to make sure that it stays nice and moist for the next bake. This is the first bake that we're just going to cook the layers, each individual layer of eggplant. Then we're going to layer all our good stuff on top, sandwich it between the top layer, and add the cheeses and the mozzarella on the top of that too, and make sure it all melts through. You're going to see at the end of this, it's going to look fantastic. It's going to be great. Hey, I just took these out. You can see how nice and crispy they are. They're still very hot. They hold together pretty well too. So that's the first bake, and I had to keep it in there an additional couple of minutes. So about 10 minutes in the power air fryer oven at 370. So let's put this down here, and again, it's still very hot. So now we're just going to layer it into our pan here. Okay. This way here. So we're going to have 4. What we're going to do first is going to add some ricotta cheese, just a regular ricotta, just maybe a small spoon full of it. Okay, right in the middle here. Okay, a little more there. Okay, the next step, we're going to put the mozzarella circles here right on top of that, and just kind of give it a light press on top of that, top of that, and on top of that. Okay, make sure we have enough space in between there. Okay, then we're going to take our toppers right on top, right on top, right on top of that, and this little cap is going to go on top of that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give a little spray again with some of that olive oil. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of sauce to the top, just to coat the top again. We don't want to go too heavy yet. We can always add more sauce after. Okay. One more. Okay, and I'm going to add some grated Parmesan and Asiago. This is an Asiago cheese and Parmesan blend. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top. And again, we can add more afterwards. Okay. Maybe a little bit of pepper. Okay. And salt I'm going to lay off. I'm not going to add any additional salt because the cheese has a little bit of salt. I don't like it to be too salty. Now we're going to grab it from here and we're going to put it back in the Pyro air fry oven until the cheese is melted. I'm guessing probably around 5 to 7 minutes. I'm just using the cake pan at this point, right at the bottom. So we're going to close it up, start it up. I'm going to give it 400 for about 7 minutes or so. Okay. And we'll check back when this is done. Okay, now they came out of the oven. Actually look really nice here, really melted. Oh, you can see all the cheese all melted, nice and toasty. So we're just gonna plate it up here. Now you can also add some ham, some turkey, or whatever kind of meat you like to the layer if you want. Okay, take that. A little bit more sauce to the top. Again, this is just a marinara in-house. Okay. And there you have it. You have the eggplant parmesan, easy in the Pyro air fry oven. Okay, we're just gonna cut into this. So pick this big one here. Let's just cut it right down the middle here. I mean, look at that. That looks fantastic. Look at that. Oh, this is gonna be so good. It's still nice and crispy on the outside. The cheese is nicely melted. And it's cooked thoroughly, but not overcooked, so it doesn't get all mushy on you. Oh, that's good. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you tried, leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Also, if you have anything you guys have cooked in your Pyro air fry oven, put it down there in the comment section down below. And maybe we'll give it a shot. I'll give it a try in one of my other videos. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like it, subscribe, and also share it. We do appreciate all your support. So I'll see you in the next video.